Hello, Chef Jax. It's me, Maya Chef Jack, and welcome to another Idea Sunday. My mom got some Shein earrings, but the quality was so bad they fell apart as she was even trying to put them on. If you ever buy from Shein, don't expect it to be good quality for these reasons. But you could reuse it for doll houses if you know how to, because this is not very good quality earrings, but it's fine because I can figure out a way to use it in the dollhouse. But at least if you want earrings, then buy them somewhere else. They will cost more, but at least they'll be better quality than Shein, if you know. But if you want good quality earrings, then you just need to know where to get them for better quality. But anyways, this could work like a good photo frame or like alarm clock for dolls, because look how it's standing on its own. So that's the way we're going to use this. Or we could just put any picture in it and it will work just fine this way. At least you've got to find a somewhat way to use it, I guess. So that's what we're working with. We're going to use it for the photo frame in the dollhouse because it could work like this. And yet I have this tiny pieces of fabric that I do not want to discard at all, because I just really like the color of these. So maybe we'll use that in that. We're going to glue pieces of fabric over that brown bit, and we're going to make a clock because it's a reuse plastic clock. But anyways, let's get the glue out for that, and let's just put glue all over the brown and glue in the white fabric right into the area where it's supposed to be. And we're going to use those pinkish red pieces of fabric to make the clock. Looks a little bit like a piece of sushi. Maybe this should go to Amy Mello or something. Size. I was thinking of Nicholas Mello's size, but maybe Amy Mello's not. And this piece of fabric, the other one, I'm going to make it a flower. Just glue it on and get another bead to actually make it a flower. Right in the middle. And let's get even another bead for the clock. There we go. Now let's let it dry. The clock dried. So now we're going to glue some tiny leaves to the flower because I just think it would look better this way. So teeny tiny fabric leaves glued onto it. And we're going to add some clock hands to it. Like this. They will not be actually functioning clock hands, but it's okay. We can always just make it a decoration or something. And I think the back needs something. See, but it's better to let it dry before we can do the back. It dried. Time for the back of it to be decorated. I want to at least hide this hook here with another leaf, like that leaf. So let's just glue it on and place it correctly. Maybe this will look better. But anyways, here's how it looks. And I think I want to add some tiny cherries to it because that looks like it needs it. Yet the beads are in that container. Because it's so tiny, I had to use the container to handle it for putting it away to dry. So there's that, and the cherries are now glued on. And it needs to dry again. You know. And I think the golden bit I will have to paint black because I think it will look more sushi-like. But first, this needs to dry, or maybe not yet. Maybe I will do something else for the sushi wrapping than black. But what could we do? I discovered I had some of this beige teddy wool that I colored a really nice pastel green. Then I had to turn on my big light to show you it better. So I'm comparing the green with beige. Yep. We're going to use the green by cutting it, and we're going to just snap, and we're going to glue this area here with this piece of that wool. So there we go. That looks... Thought this would look good, but nope, it's too long. What was I thinking? But anyways, what else could we use? Of course, this. But let's get it out of the net first. And I will recycle the net for something else, because it's great storage. No wonder the range used it like that to package the wool to prevent it from unraveling really messy, because sometimes it does. So they started doing it, which they probably shouldn't, but whatever. So now let's just glue this onto the back of it, and it no longer stands on its own. Oh, it does. Spoke too soon. Yet I'm going to trim that off a bit more. So let's just check the edges if they need it. I don't think they need it, actually. I think it will look better just like that. And let's do a really dark blue for some detailing, for some sushi details, to make it actually look like a sushi for those. But it's not really sushi. It's actually an alarm clock. A little sushi alarm clock. And let's add a bit more than that. And let it dry. It dried, and this is the finished product. And please, if you do buy earrings from Shein, remember that they're going to fall apart and end up in the dollhouse with me instead of on your ears. And maybe it's a better idea to not buy from Shein because of the quality not being that good. But anyways, please tell me what you think of this alarm clock for Amy Mello. And bye, Chef Tex. See you in another video. Bye.